To it on the broadcast, I'm joined by General Dhruv Katoch. He's Director, India Foundation. I'm also joined by Desh Ratan Nigam. He's a lawyer. Good evening and namaskar to both of you gentlemen. Welcome to Nation Tonight. Let me start with you, General Katoch. How do you see this? India reiterating once again that illegal Rohingyas will not be citizens of this country, and the fact that the Indian government keeps on repeating that there is a national security concern with them.
Thank you, Shreya. Shreya, let me talk first about the legal provision. You see, when we're looking at the 1951 convention, which was later on amended by the 1961 protocol, India is not a signatory to those protocols. But however, we have been following most of those conventions.
Yes.
Now, there are two things actually as far as those protocols are concerned. One, it talks about refugees coming directly from a territory where their life or freedom has been threatened. Now, these Rohingyas have not come directly from Myanmar to India. Let us make that very clear. They have come via Bangladesh, and it was the responsibility of Bangladesh to give them refuge. So their refugee status actually finishes, as far as India is concerned, at Bangladesh itself. That notwithstanding, a large number have actually illegally found their way into India. Now, the convention also states the contracting state shall not expel a refugee lawfully in their territory, save on grounds of national security or public order. Now, I think this is a very important provision which has been given. Now, we are concerned about both these conditions, national security and public order. I want to state that when these Rohingyas were actually living in Myanmar, their militant groups there, the terrorist groups there, they butchered whole-scale Hindu villages. So it is not something which is new to them. They have been doing this from earlier times when they were in Myanmar. What is there to prevent them from doing it again? That is one. Number two, as you have mentioned in your opening remarks, the topography has changed tremendously. Now, we cannot allow millions of them to again come back to India, posing serious problems to our own, to the citizens of India. So as far as I am concerned, the Rohingyas have got no place in India. They should be deported back. They are refugees. They are illegal refugees, let me say it, and they must go back. Shreya.
Okay, Deshratan Nigam, people who support Rohingyas coming in argue the fact that, where else will they go? They're being persecuted in their own country. If India doesn't help them, then who will? Also, the fact that they carry UNHCR refugee cards, which India says that, we don't approve of, but that's what they show.
Well, Shreya, in fact, let me tell you, as General Katoch clearly pointed out, India is not a signatory to UN refugee resolution or conventions. Therefore, we do not recognize UNHCR cards. And that cannot be a claim. It's a policy and legislative decision, and that has to be respected. And as long as the law exists, they cannot be given refugee status. They are illegal immigrants. As clearly pointed out by General Katoch, the first right is Bangladesh. And once you go to Bangladesh and then come to India, then clearly there is some kind of an ulterior motive. Now, if you look at our constitution, look at the preamble. We, the people of India, have given this constitution for the people, of the people, and by the people of India. And the people are citizens, not the entire world who stays in India. They may be visitors, some may be refugees, some may be a huge amount of them are illegal immigrants who have changed the demography, especially in Assam and West Bengal, creating a lot of problems. The problem of terrorism also, recently one Samun Rahman, a British national and henchman of Al-Qaeda and Al-Nura commanders, was arrested from Vikaspuri in Delhi, where his clear aim was to radicalize the Rohingyas and to wage a war against Indian security forces and Myanmar army. Besides, the Jaish-e-Mohammed chief, Maulana Masood Azhar, has come in open support of Rohingya Muslims who are staying in Jammu and Kashmir. And especially in the border areas, they have been settled by the previous comments. In Rajasthan, in Delhi, and they have been seen participating in a number of criminal activities and the riots. So they are both threat to your national security, domestic securities, internal security. They do not have any fundamental right to equality under Article 14 because that is available to our citizens. They have only right on humanitarian ground to right to life, and restricted liberty under Article 21. And why I'm saying restricted? Because they cannot be allowed to travel freely because they're being illegal immigrants. And therefore, let us be very, very clear. These are policy and legislative decisions. A Supreme Court, through its judicial order, cannot create a class of refugees in India. It is a policy decision, can be created by Parliament, and as long as the law exists that they are illegal immigrants, no force on earth, can grant them any other status. Only the Parliament can do it. So therefore, the government of India has taken a very clear stand by way of an affidavit in the Supreme Court, citing various reasons about law and order, threat to the national security, and various other issues that they have: change in demography, destruction of indigenous culture in border areas, and large number of Rohingyas and Maldivian Muslims have been found in Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Bangladeshis in Hyderabad. They are encroaching upon the various rights. And this is not a topic of politicization. It requires the national interest first, national security first, your nation first, then comes everything. And therefore, instead of politicizing it, we have to take a very clear stand.